Hi, and welcome to Anne-Marie's Workshop. My name is Anne-Marie, and I love to make things with joy. If you like to make things with joy, you have found the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share, and press that notification bell if you want to be informed whenever I drop new content. Now, I know I dropped a lot of content this month, but this was the hashtag So Reversible 2024 challenge that I started in the month of August 2024. So I try to drop new content every day, but the world was against me. So this is my hashtag Friday Sews video, and I'm going to tell you kind of stuff I've been up to for the past week. Well, last week, Thursday, I was sitting at the table. The irony of the situation should make you smile. And I was paying my electric bill, which was $6.01, because I have a solar unit. Now, the solar unit has been going strong for a year and a half, and it was a godsend during Hurricane Beryl to myself and all of my neighbors who came to my house and plugged in all their appliances and brought by food to go in the freezer and all that kind of stuff. And it was wonderful. I was glad to do it for everyone because I've lived through my share of hurricanes in Houston, and I've lived without power for weeks on end. And I love the comhare, or the community of what happens when people come together and help one another. So I've done videos of all that hurricane stuff and what all happened. So as I pressed the button to send off my $6.01, it was raining intensely, and I thought, ooh, I was concerned about it because we have not had that level of downpour, and I don't know if there's any more leaks that came up after the hurricane because, you know, once the winds go through, they can loosen your shingles and stuff like that. So until you have another good steady rain, you don't know if you have more leaks. Then there was a gigantic explosion above my house. Now, you all, I do not live in a plywood, sheetrock, post house. I live in a solid concrete brick house because this is a hurricane zone and we don't build houses out of sheetrock and 2x4s and stuff like that. We build houses out of solid concrete blocks. I swear to you, I felt the house, the shake, I've never felt that, and I've lived in Texas. I've lived all over the planet. I've never felt a hit like that. So after we got over being shocked, I've heard, poof, there went my electricity. Now, to anybody else, they would just expect that a transformer blew in the neighborhood or something like that. But I've got my own electricity. My electricity comes from the sun. I've got I can't tell you how much, solar unit attached to my house. I was like, that's not good. That's not good. So I rushed outside. Y'all, I could still smell the ozone. There were no aliens out there. There was we had not been invaded. But to the people who are in war zones, I already had sympathy, but I had this profound feeling of how could you live like that with that kind of impact on your house? So I thought, ooh, this is not good. This is not good, y'all, because you know how lightning is. It'll come in your house and do all kinds of stuff, take out certain things. So what had happened was my solar guy came by that night, and it didn't just hit my house. It hit 11 of my neighborhoods. So we were a little hamlet surrounded by mountains and such, and everybody's lights were on, except for us 11 houses. So they call it a thunderball, like a thunderball, a lightning ball or something that hit the area. You could feel it like in your jaws. Like, I don't know if there were any animals outside, any kitties or doggies or whatever. I don't think they would have survived it. Anyway, so I digress. My power went out, and because we had solar this entire time supporting us and supporting my neighborhood, we did not realize that our Our solar system is a hybrid. It will switch back to the electric company whenever our batteries are empty. We did not realize that we had had sustained damage from the hurricane that had happened 3 weeks to 4 weeks before, and our electrical cords were not attached to the power post. So when the electricity came back on for everyone else, ours didn't. So I couldn't complain, y'all, because for almost a month, when people were without power, I had power. I had hot showers. I had lights at night. I was secure. Let me tell you, those 2 days without power spun me because I think I would have been okay if it was just myself, but I'm living with an elderly parent who needs water because the water turned off the pumps, because we live at an elevated level. So we collect water, and I have a giant in-ground tank. Plus I have 1,000 gallon tank in addition to that, and I have a smaller one beside the house just in case. But the pump moves the water. Well, the pump works on electricity. So when the electricity didn't work, the water. I need water when caring for those of you who care for elderly. I don't need to say anything else. You know why we need water. We need water. So anyway, but I did have lots of wipes. Had lots of baby wipes, so we were kind of okay. I was trying to turn lemons into lemonade. But this week, y'all, so we always have 2 cars in the house. I was dealing with calling the electrical company and them coming. And what happened is they didn't come out. We just happened to see, my neighbor and I, who was still having trouble, we happened to see JPS repairing, and we hustled over and said, please, 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 could you come and fix our stuff? And they did. God bless them. But when it came on, it wasn't right. There's parts of the house, like I had to plug the refrigerator into the dining room for the dining room to work. If I wanted to put on the stove, I had to unplug the refrigerator and plug in if I wanted to run, like the washing machine would fill up, but if I wanted it to agitate, I'd have to unplug the refrigerator. But it's ridiculous, y'all. It was ridiculous. And it's okay. So it was solved today. Today is Friday, and it was solved. In the meantime, I was sewing a little. So I had sewn 2 athletic dresses this week that look like, oh, here we go. They look like this one, Simplicity 9328. And so today I was gonna model them and make a video because my challenge ends on, I believe Sunday. So I wanted to release a video tomorrow on Saturday of the last thing I created. In the meantime, I will insert pictures somewhere around here. Some of the things I did complete this week that I absolutely loved. I loved my duster, a 1735 Vogue. I love my Ogden Cami, my reversible Ogden Cami. And I also loved my Sandra, hold on, I'll find it for you, Betsina layered dress. And on the back, there's a little fanfare on the back. Absolutely loved it. And hopefully I've been showing you pictures of it all along. Only thing I have so I did get a haul. I got my spider crown because, you know, in October I'm doing costumes, right? And I have a Spider Woman, not Marvel Spider Woman, like black lace Spider Woman costume that I'd like to work on in October. See if there's anything else in this bag that has to do with sewing. Well, I don't think so. Let me see. No, nothing else. Gifts, I didn't want anybody to see these. So that is what has been transpiring this week. I've had some wonderful moments. My uncle came by and he is committed to my 40-foot Italian pines that slant like this now. They're leaning north, which is how the hurricane blew them. he was committed to them going 90 degrees straight up in the air. So he brought this heavy duty metal, I don't even know what you call it. It has a chain and a giant hook, and you do this and it tightens the string. So I will insert over here visions of my uncle of the tree becoming straight. So we were able to save 4 out of the 7. And I have to tell you, when he got them to stand up straight, something in my heart just filled in, because I couldn't really mourn them. The three, I called them the 3 sisters that lay down on the ground and we couldn't rescue them. I couldn't even mourn them because I felt like I had no right to be upset about 3 trees when people have lost their entire homes and their livelihood, like their crops, their businesses, their everything. But something about his resolve to make these trees stand up really filled my heart. And thank you so much, Uncle Nez, who has been delighting me since I was born. So today, couple days ago, I just want to talk a little bit about how sometimes you can have, there's always something good that comes out of bad situations. So while all this is going on, I have a pickup truck that has needed a transmission, and they got it, and it got caught up in the hurricane. And it was a little bit hard to fit because the steering wheel is like America, it's on the left side of the car. And all the transmissions that we could find are on the right side of the car. So that truck has been out. So my backup vehicle has been compromised. It's you know, supposed to be here any day now, hurricane, any day now, some other trauma. So I was on my way to my swim, and my Honda said, no, we're not going anywhere today. Sorry, we're not going anywhere today. But you can walk up to the pool, which I started to do, which has been a gift. It gives me a nice cardio. It's not too much of an intense hill. There's 2 levels to it, and I'm really getting into it. What I'm not getting into is what's up with all these young men who feel that I am not dressed cute, guys. I'm going up to swim. I don't know what the deal is, but I think it's funny. All right, so that's what's been happening in the workshop. I have my gold bags of danger. I can't wait to pull on Sunday night to find out who has won a prize. I enjoyed it. I've made some really beautiful garments. I'm very pleased with the idea. I'm not burnt out. There will be, as long as my grandma used to say, if God spares my life, there will be hashtag So Reversible 2025. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking to you all about it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. All right, happy Friday. I hope this was not too long-winded for you, but it has been such a crazy week. And the aliens didn't come and get me. So I guess we'll just carry on. All right, you take care. We'll see you next Friday when it will be Dress A Girl. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.